Welcome to the Ladies Lounge, starring me, your host, Chad Sherrill. And since it's our first show, a little bit about it. Basically, our purpose is to give female entrepreneurs a platform to showcase their talents. So basically, if you sing, act, write a book, do real estate, and if you feel you have any of those talents or even something else different, don't hesitate to DM us. I'm sure it'll be in the description at the bottom. And we'd love to have you as a guest on our show. Speaking of which, our first guest is Sanisha Davis.
Hello.
And can you give us a little bit introduction?
My name is Sanisha Davis, as she just said, and I'm Blessed Gales. But everybody call me now. I don't even go by Sanisha now. It's just Blessed Gales. And it's Blessed Gales started from an opiate addiction that I struggled with for years. It caused me to lose basically everything, including myself, and it caused me to be incarcerated. Why incarcerated? I wrote down a lot of things that I wanted to do, and I actually applied those things, and starting a business was one of them. So my business is, what I did was I took my real life stories and I made it actually into a business to where I began to sell t-shirts, putting them on everything I've been through on t-shirts. And one day I woke up, they went viral, and I was able to sell so many t-shirts that I am now a boutique owner. So that's how Blessed Gales got started.
Okay, and I know you got a lot going on, but I want to get into the teas. Because I was interested in those and the waist trainers and all of that. So how did you, come about getting the tees started in the waist trainers? What motivated you to want to do that? Even though we know a lot of us trying to get summertime.
Exactly. The tees, I've been doing the tees, slanging tees. I am the tea queen. I'm from Conway, but I'm kind of nationwide. So when it comes to anything with tees, Sanisha Davis is most definitely going to know all about it. But I got into it in 2017. I sold so many teas in one day. I think the tea owners that I actually sell for, they flew into Conway. I met them. But I've been selling teas since I stopped for a while. And then once I got back into, when COVID hit, I lost a lot of people, and I know a lot of people that lost a lot of people. So I understand that health is important. So it made me want to get back into the tea business. So that's what I've been doing here lately, is just slanging teas. Absolutely.
It look good.
It is good.
And then you do them yourself.
I make them myself. They're all natural, and I call them wasted. So you drink one a day to get wasted.
And the wasted, then there comes the waist trainers.
Yes.
So do you have like a lot of people buying the tea and the waist trainers?
Yes, they buy them together. Yeah. What I do body contouring. I'm the goat of that. Yes. No knocks and nobody in Little Rock.
I know that.
But I do body contouring. And you come in and I kind of contour your body, but it's good to also have a plan with that. Right. So I'll give you a waist trainer, and then you drink your tea. And you will begin to see results. I myself has lost like 20 pounds doing this. So.
You look good too.
So
I guess you guys come up with their own plan, their own workout plan and all of that.
Oh, we'll sit together and we kind of come up with a plan.
Okay.
And how many times you come back, how many teas you should drink, and that's how it kind of works.
Okay. Yes. So, speaking of the contouring business, how long you been doing that?
I've been doing body contouring now for almost 2 years. I love it. Because I love to help people. So it's just something I love to do. I love to make people feel beautiful, whether you are, no matter how big you are, no matter how small you are. So that's what I do. That's what I take a pride in doing, is just making people feel beautiful.
And that business is right here in Little Rock?
That business is in Conway, Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Conway, look.
I am Conway bound.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So, let me see. What else I want to ask you? Because you do a lot of stuff.
I do a lot. I do a little bit of everything.
What else do you do besides the body contouring? I know you want to give a shout out to the Fire on the Runway. And what is that purpose then? I know you said sport awareness.
Fire on the Runway is maybe the third reading wise biggest fashion show in Central Arkansas.
Yes,
it's something that I just kind of came up with one day, and what I do to make mine stand out from other fashion shows is I bring awareness to whatever that's going on within the world. So this year, it would be mental illness. A lot of people, due to COVID, lost a lot and need, has, a mental problems.
Right.
And a lot of people, just besides COVID, has mental issues.
Right.
So this year, I'm focusing on mental issue. I have people and designers coming in from all over the world, filmmakers.
I love
and it's a really big show, and it's something that's creative, we just freestyle it. But it has grown so big for Central Arkansas that we just pull in a little bit of people from all over the world.
I love it. And speaking of mental health, we're going to have to have a mental health guest on here. But with COVID and everything going on, like, has it affected you?
It did. It affected my business hugely during the COVID. I almost actually lost my business. Yeah. No PPPs, no nothing. I learned about all that this year.
Right.
So but I am a person who know how to go and make something happen from scratch. So it almost affected me, but since I'm a hustler, it really didn't affect me because I knew God had me
anyway.
Yeah,
you definitely had to get your hustle on with all this businesses closing and everything, and I know it affected people mentally because after their business closed, you like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. So what I did do though, because it did get really slow, and my mom is older. I know a lot of older people, and just out of respect to them, I could have completely kept doing what other people was doing, like opening up, but I completely shut down for a while, and I began to go and work in a law firm. Okay. That's what made me go.
That's the other business. Yes. So that's how you got into the. I knew it was something else. I'm sitting here like, what else she do? Something else? Because child, honey, you got a list of stuff that you do.
I do.
You a hustler, like you said. So how was the law firm and everything?
My first cousin, T.S. Branch Law Firm, who I work for now, she moved back to Arkansas, and it's a trip because I know what it's like being on the outside and the inside. So now I'm able to go and work in a law firm. I'm actually going to go back to school to be an attorney to actually help.
I was just going to ask you, did you go to school for it, or you just
started back? For school. But I've been working there for a while now, and I'm learning like the legal parts, and I'm excited about it because I'm still able to be at the law firm and at Blessed Skills and still be able to help people.
Have both of those, girl.
So I'm still helping people all day. So my business mission is helping people.
Right. Yeah. And I can see that. I can see that with even with the tees and the waist trainers and the contour and everything.
So I'll kind of go into one because my main mission, I feel like my main calling from me being on the other side, because my story is long. It would take me all day, and we'll be here all day. But still be able to help. People are like in shock and over, like wow, because most people, the majority of the time, I'm a woman, and they see me more in stripes than they have in my heels. So it's for me to be able to go out and do the things that I'm doing now in these last 5 years, it's sometimes overwhelming to me.
Basically taking advantage of that freedom. Like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get on and go forward. Exactly. Yeah. I love it.
That's what I do.
Okay. And so, let me see, you got into the law firm and everything. Is there anything else that you do that you not naming?
I do. There's one more thing. But I do transport. I have a prison program, a nonprofit that's called Blessings After, and what I do is I transport children to prisons all over Central Arkansas. They're supposed to open back up here soon. COVID, the prisons, as we know, been shut down.
So do they like just take a tour? Or?
No, if you have a family member, it's for children or elders. If they have like a son or a daughter that's incarcerated, or if their mom or dad is in prison and they can't get the visitation, I take them.
I love it.
Yes, and we spend the whole visit while they visiting, and what I'm doing is trying to break barrels in the prison, because a lot of times people don't. You have sometimes crazy baby mamas. You got you just never know, and they can't see their kids. So my goal is to make sure that they still have that bond and hope, so when they come home, they're still able to connect with their children.
Basically giving them that advantage.
And it gives them hope too while they're on the other side of the walls. And a lot of people can't afford to go to the prison, so I take them.
Too. I love it. Girl, you do a lot of stuff.
Everything.
Yes, you do that. When do you got the time? Do you got like
Today. On Sundays.
On Sundays.
On Sundays.
Look, I'm glad you gave us your time on Sundays because look like you are very, very busy.
I'm very, very busy.
And then coming from Conway, so is everything like mostly in Conway or?
It is.
Which
my thing for Conway. I'm from Conway. I know people here.
I ain't never met you.
But yeah, I'm stumped down Conway now.
Girl, I used to live in Conway. Go to Conway, everything.
Really? Yeah. So the thing with Conway is why I try to, Little Rock has everything and every other places do. Mm-hmm. I try to bring things to my city.
Right.
I'm 41 years old, so I know what is. I want to bring things to my city that we don't have there, and that's where I bring the fashion shows, and I try to bring as many things as possible because there's nothing to do there.
It's not.
So we have to drive here, to do what we want to do because it's not there.
Do anything festive because there's nothing in Conway. So the fashion show will be in Conway.
It will be in Conway, but it's not. It's mixed with a little bit of everybody. So, and the majority of the people do come from Little Rock. Okay. But it's still in Conway, and I can't take it out of Conway because that's my stomping ground.
Do you feel like you will be able to have it, like, expand? Since it's growing so big, do you feel like you'll be able to expand and have it maybe, like,
I just wouldn't. I wouldn't. I got Conway. But I'm like, no. This is just something I started here, and this is where this will be every year. This will be our 4th annual. Would have been our 5th annual. But this will be our 4th annual year, and people come. They drive to Conway just like we drive everywhere else. Right. Because they be a part. You're right. Because people drive to Little Rock for stuff from Conway, so the Little Rock people can definitely go to Conway. It's just like, 25, 30 minutes? 30 minutes. So, and this year is really like overwhelming to me because I actually have my own day this year. Yeah. So for me being a convicted felon and my story in Conway, they actually going to give me my own day that day. Right. So that's why it makes it even more special to me this year of being able to just be like, wow, at wow, like for everything that I've just done for my community. Right. And I'm glad you overcame that obstacle, and when you got out, you got to doing everything you get to get your hands on. Basically, because that's what I'm getting from. Right. And so back to you being incarcerated in your story. I know you said it's longer than what we got time for, but did that? Looking at it, it didn't affect you mentally. You just basically want to learn. Want to teach and give people, I guess like a platform to basically. What I'm trying to say. Basically, what you went through, you trying to keep from happening. Yes. Keep them from going through. Exactly. Yeah, and so you give them that advantage to, go, keep those relationships with family because you know how it was when you were there. So my mission is to, that's most definitely my mission to what I went through. I know I can't save everybody, but if I can just say one person at a time to make sure they don't be, especially with women. Yeah, that's what you don't see a lot of women. I just went to a funeral. I just went to a funeral 2 weeks ago. Right. One of my homegirls. Right. You don't see a lot of women who overcome because once it hit us, it's just a little harder than it is for men. It is. They think we are so strong. Yeah. So for women, it's. I just try to, if I could reach one, teach one. And I guess we do try to mask it. We cover up to make it seem like we're so strong, but we go through a lot too. And I still go through things. I still go through things. It's just that's part of my lifestyle. Yeah. And I can't help that. You know, but I'm able to reach back and even some of my homeboys. A lot of people look up to me and they respect. They do. You get a lot of respect. So that's my thing. They just. They see that what you went through. You was you was in there, so and they see the outcome and like what you're trying to do now. You overcame all of that, so I love it. Y'all will be back with the Ladies Lounge with Sanisha Davis, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about mental health. Hey y'all, it's your girl again, Chad Sherrill, host of the Ladies Lounge. I want to thank y'all for watching, and please don't hesitate to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And also check out my brother's 501 Witty, the podcast. You're going to love it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Ladies Lounge with our guest Tanisha Davis. And we left off with mental health awareness. We're going to actually talk about that with women, and because we stopped with the Fire on the Runway fashion show. So we're going to get into it. I know you said you're doing it for mental health awareness. How do you feel about us, being women and, our mental health? Do you think it comes harder on us than men? Or?
Absolutely. I think, I can't really say that because I'm not a man. But I am a woman, and I can say that mental health, we as a women can hold on so many titles, carry on many loads, and still be able to take care of our jobs and our families. And people, we suffer. We carry a lot.
We do carry a lot.
Yeah, we have to get up. We have to get up, and we have to still smile.
Yes, we put a mask on.
Yeah, we have to still try to look pretty every day. Mm-hmm. And I always even tell people, hey, sometimes I don't think I got it all together because motivators still need motivated. You know what I'm saying? So I think we carry a lot, and mental illness is something. And that's especially nowadays, mental illness is really bad because you have social media.
Yes.
So I made a post not too long ago, and it was a business post, but it was kind of speaking on what I've learned in the business field. It's just no different to me than the streets.
Right.
It's cutthroat.
Right.
So it's that more to my story. I'm noticing that the social media platforms, we looking as women, we're looking at a lot of women's new bodies, and all these pictures, and that's mental. Because it could affect other people mental as well. So it's so many different things on so many different levels that women go through for mental issues.
Yeah, I noticed it a lot too on social media. Like you said, that Lord, we look at that and we see,
right.
So that's what
the competitiveness, the pettiness, the messiness.
Yes.
All that's mental shit.
They don't want surgery. We don't mind.
Right. Okay.
the surgeries mental. And all that. It is. It takes a toll on it. Your insecurities and all that. I've known so many women that's like, I'm finna get this done and I'm finna get that done and I want to, look like this Instagram model.
Nobody's herself anymore.
No,
everything is
so
watered
crazy.
down.
Yes.
That's mental.
Yeah,
so I wanted to raise awareness to that, like be yourself, stay true to you.
We need that.
Everything like that goes. It's 50,000 things that goes with mental illness.
Right, it is, and I was talking to one of my guy friends about like what we just said. Do we feel like women take on more? And he actually agreed. He was like, y'all go through. You lose a child, but they go through that too. And he was like, no, I mean, y'all might have, miscarriages. He was like, y'all mask on a lot and smile, and all along y'all going through those type of things. Right. And I was like, when men go through stuff, they do the same thing. They don't show emotion.
They don't show no emotions.
They don't show
that. Yeah, in a lot of men, that's when the PTSDs kick in.
Yes.
And different other things that goes through with mental illness.
Yeah, they try to drink and all this stuff.
But I have my mental illness came from just things that I've seen and I've been through in life.
Right.
That people be like, I don't believe till they go and they like, well, she went through that because I learned from that. But don't think that mental wise, I still don't suffer through that. Those are just things I can't get on this today to talk about.
Because I have PTSD too. And do you feel like you said, the things we went through, do you feel like it, do you sometimes try to keep yourself busy so you don't think about this stuff?
Well, I do. That's what I learned that I did, to where I was like, what?
That's how I feel.
I need a break. Yeah. When I first started Blessed Girls, that's how I coped. I tried to keep myself as busy as possible. Yeah, because if not, what I used to do, I would go and take 15 pills. Mm-hmm. So it's either, so to not like think about anything.
Right.
So now what I have done actually is supplemented, that with that. Because now I try to stay busy to not think about things that could possibly bother me. Those are mental problems.
I think it's good to stay busy.
Yeah, I stay
because
too
people
busy.
be telling me, they were like, no, you don't need to try to, I know you're trying to cover it up and don't be trying to do all of this stuff. At the end of the day, you do need to talk to someone. I feel like, yeah, you do need to, you know, maybe have counseling or therapy.
Yeah, I need to go see. I most definitely are.
I like to stay busy.
A psychiatrist.
Yeah, look, for real. And therapy is good.
Therapy is good. Find you if you have any type of mental issue.
Yes, family issues, anything.
Well, I like, even though I motivate all day, motivators still need motivated.
I'm telling you.
So that's why I need to see somebody.
Yeah.
Because people pour so much of their problems
on us. You'd be so surprised.
Yes.
And they don't even know what we do.
They don't call their pastors. They don't call their counselors. No. They call Sanisha. And I'm talking about a little bit of everybody.
Yeah, they do.
You know, so therefore, it sometimes is a little overwhelming to me. So it makes me like, know that I need to go and talk to somebody myself.
Right. Yeah. When you have so many people looking toward you and looking for you when they have their issues, you be like, Lord, who gonna help me?
Right. Yeah.
You know, you can only be so strong until you know who gonna help me when I don't feel that strong.
That's
so
true.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And what I was gonna say about mental health awareness, because of the stuff that I've been through, like I've lost 2 children. And you know, people, you know, they used to look at me like, how did I, you know, I get on Facebook and they be like, why is she on there? I've heard so many like rumors and stuff, like how did she, you know, just get on Facebook, you know, laughing and, you know, at the end of the day I have 2 boys. And that's what I, you know, I told, I have to keep going for them. So what you want me to do? Shut down? People gonna talk about you either way. You shut down, you quit your job and all that. They're gonna be like, dang, she did all that.
One thing about it, what you just said, people are gonna always talk about you, whether you're doing good or
whether you're doing bad.
That's why one thing with me, I never gave 2 shits
about what you can't. Don't care about. That's what I'm saying.
Because if I did, I wouldn't be staying true to me. You know, like, so what I've learned is that, because when I started Blessed Skills, because I was like, what I did. And what I do now is the same thing, but it's legal.
Right.
So it was like, is it real? Is it for money? Is it a hustle?
It's real.
Then when people started seeing all this shit is real,
yeah,
like, you know, like, this is real, then, you know, but it never bothered me did I want to go and see some of them people? Yes, absolutely. But I can't anymore, you know, because I know that, I know what I know. And that's all that matters.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, we're going to get back into the teas. Do you have any, you know, health tips or anything that you would like to? Because I know you said they do their own, you know, work plan, but I know you said you discussed that with them.
Right. Well, with the teas, like people who suffer with like high blood pressure, diabetes, it's good for your collagen. Like, I drink it because, once again, I'm getting older in age. So,
we are.
You know.
But you look good, though.
Thank you.
But when you get older, like you said, you have more issues. People don't realize.
Yes.
See, when we was young, we was walking around eating hot Cheetos and drinking pops and all that kind of stuff, and we didn't know how this kind of stuff would affect our health.
Once I developed, like my son, he'll be 23 years old this week. Once I developed, so I've always got something going on. Now I'm 19. When I developed high blood pressure, I knew that I didn't want to. I had an uncle who died, who I was very close to, that died at 40 due to high blood pressure. But he was also
and he was young.
He was still young.
Yeah.
You know, so I knew that I didn't want to.
You know, to go down that route, of high blood pressure by, you know, eating food. Because that's what really, I feel like that's probably the main reason that your blood pressure gets shot up. And stress.
Well, stress is genetic. It's multiple things. But mine was more of genetic.
Okay.
Yeah, genetic. And so I tried to come up with a form of a natural tea that's good, that it can still work with your blood pressure and your diabetes. And lady, I just kicked these back off, these wasted teas. Within a week, I think I've pushed out about 120, and they're good.
I got to get some. And a waist trainer. What are the flavors? Are they different flavors?
I have wild strawberry, lemonade, blueberry, grape, fruit punch, and peach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, peach.
And so what I'm doing with these, since I leak it. I think I talked
Really?
a little bit of it on Facebook. But I'm buying vending machines, and I want to place.
And you gonna place them in the vending
machine in each mall in each state. Yeah, so that's what
girl,
these are
you
gonna do.
hustler.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
that's
you
what
a
I'm
hustler.
doing. Most definitely.
Yes. Okay. So, with the waist trainers and the tees, and can they, where can they find this? Do you have a website that they can find, or do they just come to your Facebook direct? Look,
Facebook on my Blessed Gals page is where you can you can go in and you can order things. You can. I am working on a website. I'm once again, I'm old school, but I do know girl, you need a website. So yeah, I use my Blessed Gals page, not my personal page, but my Blessed Gals page, and I do have an Instagram, which is Blessed Gals.
Okay,
and
so they can find it on the Blessed Gals page, and the waist trainers too, the waist trainers and the tee.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you find me, if you just want to come in and get measured, I'm at 828 Chestnut Street, downtown Conway, right by the post office.
Okay, Conway bound. Everything, and I don't know why I thought you lived up here. I guess because everybody that basically got something going. Usually is in Little Rock.
Yeah.
But you in Conway. Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to Conway.
And I work here some. I go into sometimes different locations and all. Because I have a lot of Little Rock following. So I give all shout outs to Little Rock. You guys support me to the fullest, and y'all always have. Right. So when you call me and you like, can you be here in Little Rock? Yeah, I will.
She was like not hesitating. Yes. Oh Lord, I love her. Look already because she didn't hesitate. Like sometimes people be it's
right. Oh yeah.
They sometimes you're like I'm gonna come.
Yeah, then they don't show.
And no, they don't show up, and they don't know all what we have to put in to make this happen. Yeah. So thank you again for coming.
You're welcome.
Do you with the prison program? Do you can I just check you out on your Facebook page?
I have a Facebook page, Blessings After.
Okay.
That's what it's called because it's Blessings After. Because it's always a blessing. It's after the storm. Yes. So you'll be surprised on what anything that I touch or put my hands on is something I can relate to. Because I'm not gonna speak on nothing I can relate to.
Right.
Losing my children was one of them. From being getting the letters in. So I know what that's like.
Right.
So I want people to, if they're incarcerated, whether they're county jail or prison, federal prison, wherever, I want them to be able to still connect with their kids.
Right.
So
that's a wonderful thing you're doing to, like I said, for you to overcome that. Right. And as women, like, we are strong. We are very strong. Because we take on a lot of stuff. We go through so much stuff, and for us to be going through that pain, we probably would still be in the process of healing. But mentally healing.
Back to the mental illness.
Yes, back to the mental illness. But
a lot of people have it and don't even know they have it.
They don't.
I didn't know I was crazy.
Girl, you ain't crazy. You ain't crazy. We just it's the stuff that we go through.
Right, yeah.
It's like the stuff that we go through, it kind of takes a toll on us, but like, women like us, we try to like do so much stuff to keep our stuff. Because I'm telling you, if I'm sitting still, my mind get to racing. I get to thinking about, that goes with the mental illness. You get to thinking about your past traumas and things you went through. But when you try to keep yourself busy, get a business, so ain't nothing wrong with that. Because that's part of your healing process. And so
it's most definitely my healing. Blessed Gals is my baby. It's my healing process. I feel like if I was to go any way left, I would completely let a lot of people down. Yeah. So it's my healing because it keeps me focused on me making sure that the people that's looking up to me,
you love helping
that I don't let them down.
Yeah.
So it helps me as well.
Yeah, I love it, girl. Everything from the lawyer to the tees to the waist trainers to the prison program and what was that again? Blessings After and Blessed Gals. So and that's where they can find Blessings After and Blessed Gals.
Yes.
Do you have any other? Those are the only platforms, and Instagram.
And Instagram.
Do you have a Blessings After Instagram?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Not yet, because right when I began my program, I think went out a couple times. COVID hit. Yeah. And it completely shut the prisons down. Yeah. So I just kind of stopped. Yeah. And started doing little small things with the kids, but nothing once we get back to rolling out to the prisons.
Could you see I know you do a lot of stuff. Could you see yourself like going to, going to women's prisons and kind of
I'll go
talking
in
to them
women's
about
prisons.
You do?
Absolutely.
Look at me finding stuff.
Yes, we was doing that. We've done a balance. And it's crazy. I can literally just walk in the barracks, talk to them. Me and another lady, Miss Ruby Welch. She has a program called Felons.
Okay.
So we linked up with each other, and
Shout out to Ruby Welch.
Shout out to Miss Ruby Welch. Before COVID hit, we were going in there doing vision boards. We were going in the men's units, doing different things, Valentine's parties. If they graduate programs, we're there.
Right.
So yeah, we
trying to basically uplift them.
Yes, and it was actually two of the ladies that I got really attached to that we were going in to see passed due to COVID.
Really?
Yes, during these times. So, a lot. But yeah, we go in there. We do that. And we're ready for them to open back up so we can go back
and
do
there. Some more. Could you see yourself writing a book or something one day? Because you got a story.
Actually in there. I'm writing a book and they would be at Fire in the Room.
Girl, I done found something else.
Follow me y'all on Facebook. But it's a lady I have a script writer, and she's Tracy. She's writing my book.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's called A Walking Testimony.
Yes, I love it. I found something else. Anything else? What am I missing?
That's it.
That's it. Because I dug and found
I am starting at one more thing, but I can't talk about it. But it's Chilo. I can't even pronounce the restaurant. It's Chilo, whatever.
You coming with a restaurant?
No, the owners. They're starting a documentary, and I got chosen. It was my story to be one. And they'll be flying out to Arkansas, and they'll start shooting in September. Actually,
really? And they're gonna do a documentary.
It'll be documented at air on PBS.
Wow! And this is it's gonna be about your story.
It'll be about my story.
Yes.
Like I said, I can sit here all day.
Look. But I'm not. But okay, and they can catch that documentary whenever it airs. It'll be on PBS. Shout out. Shout out to PBS. That's crazy. You have a lot going on.
I do.
And I'm so glad that you came.
And I'm so glad that for you having me.
I'm glad that you said, yes, girl, I'm coming. Time and everything. You was like, I'm going to be there at such and such time.
But I was here.
You came. As long as you came and you came with your commitment. Because, when we do stuff like that, it's kind of like a commitment.
Right.
And, we try to stick together. We try to work with each other.
Yeah.
Like you come here, you help me. And I help you by broadcasting your talents. So we're gonna leave on that note. Anything else you want to say?
Nope.
Nothing else. Well, that's it for the Ladies Lounge today, y'all. Like I said, I'm your host, Chaz Sherrill. Be looking forward to more episodes, and keep watching.
Bye.